Little tiny bit of Q&A for you guys. It will not be long, I promise you that. Thank you guys for being here. This is your second time in our lounge.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back.
It's my first time speaking with you guys, and I'm a huge fan, so I want to kind of throw you that compliment in advance. I absolutely love the sound. I love everything about it. When An Awesome Wave came out, I was just, it was enchanting. Like, kind of like when I listened to, I don't know if anybody's a fan of Portishead in the room or aware. There's that little melodic trance you go into, and there's a bit of that with you guys that I fell in love with. But overall, who are your main influences? Because there's a little blues, there's a little this.
Yeah, I think we all bring, all three of us in the band bring different things to the table, really. We don't have many sort of influences as a band. I mean, Portishead, I think, somebody we were all into, you know, kind of trip-hop was... I think when we first started the band, I saw it. If I had to categorise it, I would probably call it trip-hop. I think it's evolved a lot since then, but that was definitely a thing for us, yeah, that kind of Bristol style. Yeah.
It's a perfect phrase, trip-hop, because it's almost like taking drugs, but you're not on drugs, and that's a huge compliment.
Okay.
When music can take you to a mental place without having to take anything, I think that's pretty, that takes some talent. So thank you for that.
Cool.
It's a good public service message for the kids. Don't take drugs, just take AltJ.
Take AltJ. Yeah.
The new album, This Is All Yours, already out. I've listened to it. To me, it seems a little not different than An Awesome Wave. Not lighter, not calmer. What's your favorite song from this new album? I'll ask that.
I think mine is probably Nara. It was the first song we sort of wrote in the sessions for this album. It was just after Gwyl, our former guitarist, had left the band, and we sort of needed to kind of regroup, and we got together and worked on this song, and it was a big breakthrough. I think we sort of thought, oh, okay, actually we can still keep on doing this as a threesome.
What is I guess what would you say is what's the meanest song on this album? Because when you guys listen to it, if you've listened to it already, which you should, it starts, that's why I say it's a little bit different than An Awesome Wave. An Awesome Wave had some really good, like, deep bass thump to it. There was a lot of sexy, like, Fitz Pleasure is one of my favorite songs. This album's a little bit less bassy, not less sexy, but what's the meanest song on the album, the darkest one?
Joe, what do you think?
You're not all happy, guys. I know what's going on.
I mean, I think Choice Kingdom is quite a dark song. That's the sort of song that sort of looks at the harsher side of our national history in Britain. Yeah, maybe that one.
Now, I've kind of checked out things on Twitter. I know you guys have been doing tons of touring, and there have been a lot of artists that have said they'd love to collaborate with you. I mean, there's so many, from like Leona Lewis. I know Paramore, you guys were their inspiration to do their new album. If you guys could collaborate with any artist, who would it be?
I don't know. It's, you know, we do get a lot of offers and stuff.
Do you turn them all down? Do you ever say not right now?
No, I don't know. We were just always really busy, and you know, I think it's not as easy. We're not the kind of band who would easily could just go into a studio and like just bash out a song like that kind of way. But Clams Casino would be cool. We've done some. We're in the studio with him for a couple of days this year. Something might come out of that. That'd be good if that comes off.
Now, when we play you guys on the radio station, you know, you're in a genre kind of all of your own. I'll ask this question just so some of the audience can kind of get to know you a little bit better as far as your musical taste. If you were going to collaborate with one of our buzz bands, would it be the Foo Fighters, U2, or Metallica?
Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica.
Ding! You just earned a huge check mark in my book. Very good.
Well, yeah, our drummer Tom is, he's drumming metal bands and stuff. He's loves Metallica, like one of his favourite bands. So.
Do you think it'd be intimidating to like work with Metallica?
Yeah.
Would you be scared a little bit?
Yeah, I'd be scared. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I want to get you guys, I want to hear more music, and I know you have one more song. I guess my last question, you know, you've toured all around the world, being on tour in the States, what's maybe one of the weirdest things that has happened? One of the weirdest cities, one of the weirdest, we're an odd folk, we are an odd people. What's the weirdest thing you've seen here as far as fans go?
We went through a phase where a lot of fans were giving us like homemade food as gifts, like pickles and honey and stuff. That was a really nice phase. I'm sorry it kind of ended. If anybody is a beekeeper or a pickler here wants to give us some
so anybody going to the show tonight, get home and start baking.
Yeah, because you know, that was nice. And that was literally sort of handed onto the stage mid-show. Like, here's some honey, I'm a beekeeper. Like, okay.
That's absolutely awesome. Well, I'm going to thank you guys for being here. You're phenomenal to listen to. The new album, This Is All Yours, is already out. We'll be seeing them later tonight, of course, at Bayou. And ladies and gentlemen, they have one more song, so give it up for AltJ.